So hello students, since the LD exam has been completed, I hope you all did well, and those who are selected, congratulations. So I'll be continuing with the NPSC Mains Public Administration explanation, and I'll be doing two questions and explaining the question. And these questions are not from uh, are, are not something which I've made myself, but it is the questions that is asked in UPSC public administration uh, optional papers. So I'll be continuing this series on public administration to give you an idea on how the question will be asked. And since the NPSC is shifting from moderate to hard level, so we need to change our standard too. So keeping this in mind, we'll do two questions from public administration, which I feel like it is very important. So the first question is on public administration is, and I'll be explaining in Nagamis. So let's get the video started. So the first um, the first method of doing this question is and try to understand what the question is trying to say and answer accordingly. So the question is, Taylor's contribution was not a set of general principles for organizing work efficiency, but a set of operating procedures that could be employed in each concrete situation to secure their application. Comment. So this was asked in 2009 and it is for 200 marks words. So first, Taylor. So I'll be explaining in Agmis. So Taylor to kuna je. First of all, Taylor's scientific theory of management gonna ekta je. Taylor gonna ekta manu deksha or daiba scientific theory of management kuche. Basically tai ki kuche kule to tai science apply kuche management de. And what is scientific management? Scientific management means doing the work in the best possible way, uh, achieving the best efficiency with the best man at work. Suppose ekta kam aje, ekta workshop aje. Yede suppose ekta industry aje, or yede loha banala machine, loha banala industry aje, or yede drilling machine ekta aje, or yede machine ke chepta kurule, that is milling the machine and drilling the machine and etc. So Taylor's scientific theory of management ki kohe je ki utu kam de kundu सबसे skilled aje or tai kundu kam de bala je utu field de take dali dilot he can achieve the best work and he will achieve the best efficiency as compared to other workers who are not skilled in this type of work. So what is scientific management? 2 marks connection to scientific management is a type of management in which the best efficiency is achieved with the required number of workers. So as I've told you, Taylor Bado the scientific theory of management they focus koriche, that is he applied science in management. So the answer we can start it as the focus of Taylor's study was development of true science of work to find one best way of doing all works. So ekta काम करने सबसे best candidate to select करना ताकि काम दिवो. He proposed scientific selection of workers and division of work and training of workers along with the assignment of the best suitable job for workers. He developed a time study, motion study and work study. He encouraged standardization of tools. These features of his theory can be applied in every situation for efficiency enhancement. So as I've already told you, scientific management they focus in which using the best tools and best skills of workers to do the right job and to achieve the high efficiency. So how this can it be applied in a management ekta administration or management they can achieve grow suppose ekta work as a suppose for example ekta department as a department of PWD. So uta de administrative setup basically to upor de सबसे administration setup to ekta secretary ho और ekta deputy secretary ho और ekta and subordinate staffs. So to know the work of an office in PWD, a person who has an engineering background or a person who has technical knowledge of the working of roads and bridges will have more idea on its working. So for those kind of work we need to assign the best possible person. Suppose if the joint secretary is an engineer and he knows the working of PWD, then he should be focused on making the issue on giving ideas to the secretary for implementation of various works and policies. So this and similarly other subordinate officers might have different fields of interest which can be utilized. So this itu application of science and scientific management is very important in for this type of work. So second question ba ke basically do Taylor ba itu theory do propose kordo not only for work efficiency but also setting a set of operating procedures that could be employed in every Congress situation to secure the application. To itu kon is na although Taylor ba ekta scientific management do ekta situation garne tai develop korse but question ba ko ki it can be developed in almost every situation. So he separated planning from execution. This is still extensively used in countries like India, along with many small and big and small institutions. He called management as science and encouraged to apply this science to wage management and ways of doing work. So I have already told you how this works. Comparing it with administrative management thinkers who focus on top level management and give general principles like unity of command, hierarchy, unity of direction, authority and responsibility, order and initiative, Taylor basically solved the problem of shop floor level. Thus, all his techniques were useful and yet are used in the form of operation research, management by exception and time motion study, system analysis, etc. Thus, in presence of a concrete situation, his proposition brings efficiency. So basically, the administrative management thinkers bang ba tan administration the tan focus kursi top level management, that is I've already told you ekta department de ekta HOD baluina subordinate officers they go aro down to the LDA. So this is top level, that means chutu ba dangor uthe. So administrative management thinkers komba itu focus kurse. However tan kina work kuro itu itu Taylor ba focus kurse, that is tan la kam kondo kina assign kuro LDA la kam to ki kuro le lai, officers kan la kam to ki kuro le lai, or HODs or the head of departments kan kam to ki ase itu sob to Taylor ba at ground level de tai solve kuri dise. And the use of Taylor's scientific theory management is very important in the form of operation research, management by exceptions, time and motion study, system analysis, etc. It is sub to scientific types of scientific management in administration. So this question has been completed. So next I'll be going to the next question. The categorization of balanced and unbalanced polities is nothing but an attempt to vindicate futile academic theorization of comparative public administration. So this question was asked in 2021 NPSC mains for public administration for 10 marks. So I've already told you that this question was asked in UPSC, and since you can see the pattern that UPSC NPSC company UPSC la pattern the follow courses, so it will be wise for you to go through these notes. So the categorization of balanced and unbalanced polity is nothing but an attempt to vindicate feudal academic theorization of comparative public administration. तो ये तो क्वेश्चन बाकी को है कि comparative public administration दे ताइबा differentiate करे balance or unbalanced polity दो. तो इतो categorize कर दो academic theorization ये किना affect करे दो को है. So first of all, mon comparative public administration तो जानियो की है. Comparative public administration के है बोले तो comparing the administrative system of a country with another country. For example, United States of America la administrative system are for example कोई some Afghanistan. So Afghanistan kana political administrative system or United States la administrative system to totally different as. For example, United States of administration, as we all know, it follows a very detailed, very structured administration. However, Afghanistan, as we all know, is ruled by the Taliban, and we believe that it will not have much administrative setup, but rather it will be a draconian rule by the Taliban. So it creates a difference. That is difference that creates public United States lato more structured or more uniform as or Afghanistan lato more chaotic as. So United States kanado balanced politics ko or Afghanistan kange unbalanced ko. Understood? So first of all, comparative public administration ki ko. Suppose United States or Afghanistan la compare kore kundu bala ase kundu bia ase kunde lack kore ase kundu lack nokore to so compare kro. Kitaba United States administration although it is good, somewhere it may be lacking. Or Afghanistan la sob bia hole bhi ekta jaga to bal ho. So this type of comparison was also known as the comparative public administration, or it first Woodrow Wilson ba tai, who is also known as the father of administration. They were first focus kore that to know the weakness of to know the system weakness of a country's administrative setup, we need to compare it with other countries. However, utu time that World War II chuli deksha, our people were trying to understand their own administrative setup. So it was quite difficult manon compare krule, let alone ta problem bi dangor ase to manon la kina study kru. So however 1960s there after the end of the World War II end and the establishment of many countries, and also the withdrawal of the British and independence of many countries, there arose a need of comparative public administration. So United States there exam on Frederick Riggs kona dekhe type of comparative administrative group connecta form to study the administrative setup of many other countries and know their differences and how they function. So this is the history of the comparative public administration. Now question baki ko ke first you need to structure the question in terms of balanced and unbalanced polity. So we already konishna United States to ekta balanced polity is it. That means equal problem nai balance in the sense like bureaucracy or political parties to ekta balanced is. What does it mean? It means like United States the bureaucracy, that is the bureaucrats or politics to politicians to bureaucrats kanto permanent executive or politician kanto political executive was. That means bureaucrats political executive kanto 4 years 5 years take over, but bureaucrats kanto until they retire on take. So both are exerting equal powers. That is bureaucrats can power kibek tatego or political parties can be power tatego. However, ekta bureaucrats kan la power do overpower nokurule political parties. In the same way, political parties kan la power bi bureaucrats kan ke over exert nokurule. That means ekta balance maintain kurule. So this is also known as balance polity. Kitia political party la power do bureaucrats kan ke over exert kore. That means tan bishi power chalo itu ange unbalance kore. Again vice versa, bureaucrats kan la power do kitia political parties can exert grow itu kibi unbalanced power kore. A very classic example is Pakistan to ki azukle to it is always in struggle between the political parties and the militaries. Same is the case with Myanmar, where the military controls the political parties. So this shows that there is an unbalance of power between the political parties and the bureaucrats. Bureaucrats may be either military or regular bureaucrats. So this is also known as the balance and unbalanced polity. So any academic theorization cannot and should not be summarily dismissed as futile. Frederick Riggs categorized political system in a balanced and unbalanced polity. According to Riggs, any political system has two components: political executive and bureaucracy. The political executive consists of the elected officials and political bodies, and collectively known as the constitutional system. A balanced polity is a system in which there exists a healthy balance between the political executive and bureaucracy in policy formulation. In an unbalanced polity, ekta over ekta unbalanced ho jay. So however, balance unbalanced will be itu kan ba effect nokurule academic theorization. Academic theorization means utu balance or unbalanced polity kan bi balba study kurule kidugule utu didaba bi mon lesson learn kurpare. So while it will be unfair to judge a country or a political system simply based on whether it is balanced or unbalanced polity, such categorization will nevertheless help in the study of its characteristics and working better. Developed countries in general tend to have a political polity while balanced polity, while the developing countries tend to exhibit an unbalanced polity. Thus, such a categorization enhances our understanding of a country's polity. While it's important, thus have its own limitation, it would be unfair to call it feudal theorization. So with this, the video on public administration has been completed. I'll be continuing this series. So thank you all for watching and have a great time. Thank you.